guys, so today I'm going to be doing a long awaited video, and that's going to be a video about my tattoos and just like showing them and telling you a bit about them and stuff. And I wasn't going to do one because like obviously I had a lot more plans for tattoos, and I was like there's no point in doing a video and then getting another one and having to do another video. But I haven't actually got a tattoo in a year and a half now. It's been a while because I've just had so much money troubles in the past year. I just haven't been able to afford to do it. So I have either 12 or 13 tattoos. I'm gonna say 12. I'm not gonna show 2 of them though because they're the ones I got underage, and I really, like, they're not awful, I just don't like them, and they're so faded and they're in really awkward places because one's on my ribs and one's on my hip, but it's like really low on my hip, so it's kind of like halfway going onto my leg, and it's kind of hard to show both of them without showing some parts of my anatomy I wouldn't wish to show on camera, we'll put it that way, because I'm just gonna get on with it because I ramble so much. But yeah, so I'm gonna start off with my arm. I got a raven here. I don't know if this is going to show it properly, but it wraps around there and it's got its little legs on the inside of my arm, and then it goes down into this little gap, so when I bend my arm it's like short tail, but it's actually like goes down there. And the meanings to that, not all of my tattoos have meanings, but I'm not going to go into it in too much detail, but ravens have a very kind of special meaning to me, I suppose. Like, that's about as much as I'm going to say. Like, yeah, ravens have an important meaning to me that would be very hard and weird to explain, but that's why I have that. I was going to get 2, because I was actually, because I have this bit of space on my shoulder, I was saving that for a second one. I was going to get that done straight after I got that one, but then like money troubles again, and I obviously got round to that, yeah, and I'm not sure if I'll get that there or get another one somewhere else, but the meaning of the 2 of them is Odin's ravens, who is, it's like Hugin and Moonin. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong because I suck. But yeah, that's what they were kind of meant to be. The lighting's really awkward, so I can't really show you very well. It's the Tree of Gondor, but it's like kind of like, I suppose you would say tribal, because I just wanted it a little bit different. And obviously I've got the stars around there, and while I'm there I might as well show you this one, if that's going to focus. Just a little rose with a moon in it, that was literally just filler. And around my wrist, it's so awkward to show, I have some Elvish, and that's supposed to say freedom, strength, wisdom, obviously in Elvish, not English. But yeah, that was my first legal tattoo I got. I got that on my 18th birthday. And that one, the meaning to that one is just like, in Lord of the Rings, like, men are supposed to be sort of, they're like betrayed and kind of thought of as the like weakest race kind of thing. Like, they, like, obviously they're portrayed as not having very strong will, like, in terms of like the ring and stuff like that, and it's kind of like they pulled through, and like Aragorn is cool and shit. Like, that's the worst like description of the meaning of that. Like, it, in my head it sounds so much deeper, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's like people don't have faith in them, but they kind of prove people wrong, and that's kind of something like that's important to me in my own life, is just kind of like having faith in yourself when no one else does. Right, so next, arrow. These are all so awkward to show. Why do I have them in such awkward places? But yeah, it goes down there, just around, and just fills in that bit as well. The rose and that one, they were just kind of to fill in that space, because I got that one on my forearm, and then I got the one on my back and my arm, which I'll just tell you about in a minute and show you about in a minute. And then there was kind of like, I've got this really awkward space now, I don't know what to put here, so that kind of went there. Like, I still have some gaps, like there and there and like tiny bits there, so I'm probably gonna get those filled in with something. This is just like little fillers, and like these bits there and like on my wrist there, I'm just gonna get little bits just to fill it all in because I hate spaces. Like all the little spaces piss me off. Like this space here, obviously I have nothing there yet. This space pisses me off in like half of my elbow. I need that done. I think what I'm gonna get there is I'm gonna get like, what I've been thinking is getting like a snake like coiling around there and maybe like ending around here. One thing I would say to females wanting to get tattooed is never ever 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 get a tattoo when it's your time of the month, because that shit is the worst. It just makes it hurt like 20 times more than it normally would do, because I'm not sure if it's the placement of that was bad or just because of that, but it was like so much more painful than anything else I've got. Like normally I'm perfectly fine, like nothing else I've got has even hurt me like even like that much at all really. And that one I was just like nope, 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 get the fuck off me. Do not touch me with that thing ever again. So my camera just cut out and I just realised I need to film this bit quite quickly now because I'm on low battery. So I'll try not to ramble so much about the next ones. And so I'm just going to get on with it. So I'll show you the back of my arm. This is what that looks like. So I've just got this flowery bit up here on my elbow, and then these leafy bits either side, and then you've got this bit here which is supposed to sort of represent the sun, and then got the lotus flower here, and just all these patterny bits and the leafy bits that come down here, and just a little bit there. So the meaning of that is I was gonna originally just get a lotus flower, but sorry I'm moving this. But I kind of just wanted to like fancy it up a bit, and I really like mandalas and stuff like that, so I was just like, fuck it, I will design something a bit more cool. So I did that. But the meaning of the lotus flower is like, obviously they kind of grow in like really like swampy, shitty, nasty places, but they're really obviously beautiful flower. So the representation of that is kind of like, you know, it doesn't matter what bad things you came from, you can still be beautiful and be a pretty flower. Yeah, that's pretty much that. So obviously this arm is done now. So I'll just show you the one I have on my other arm. So you can see this. It is the little angel from the New Tarot album cover, obviously. And things just go up here and around there, so that kind of goes a little bit onto my elbow, but not really. And then it's just got obviously the little stars all around it as well. This is so awkward to show, but yeah, you can basically see that. But yeah, with that one, since for like years and years and years and years, for this, well not that many years, but maybe like 2, 3, 4 years. I'm gonna say around 3 or 4 years. I wanted this whole arm as a big sleeve. Like I wanted it like as a Norse Viking battle scene. I wanted it kind of like Ragnarok. I wanted that for ages, and I still want that. But I went through kind of a really bad part of my life, and I had no friends. I had no one. Like I was on my own like every single day, and I went a little tiny bit crazy, and kind of lost sight of like things I actually wanted, and just kind of doing stuff like really impulsively. And I had, well I still do have, but you just can't see them, some scars on that arm, and I just hated, I couldn't stand looking at them anymore, because like I was in such a bad mindset, like I just didn't want to see them. And so I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna get that there. So whether or not I'll keep that when I do finally get that sleeve, because I will get that at some point. I don't care how many years in the future that will be, that will happen one day. So whether I get that covered up and to something to do with the rest of the sleeve I want, or get it reworked, or just keep it. I'm not sure, but I guess we'll just see what happens with that. So now I'm going to move on to my legs. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this, and I'm all goosebumpy because like I'm so cold. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to try show you. I am wearing dead bottoms, by the way. I'm wearing shorts, so if it looks right now like I'm not, I do apologise. I am. So there is my sheen. See, look, I'm wearing shorts. I'm not nudie. It's just the Daughter Moria. This is the only tattoo I haven't designed myself. A bit of my own stuff is this writing up here. So this is my handwriting here. But all the rest is just like, obviously I just took the image because there's nothing I needed to do to change it. And then you got my trinket thighs. If I can show you. Yeah, it's the little guy from the Black Parade, and it says I'm not afraid. And this is the only bit of colour I have. It's just like 2 red roses, and I don't really like it, the red, too much, but I was like, fuck it, I'll just see if I do. And I didn't. But there we go. And last bits last, I have, you really can't see this one because it's so faded, little peace sign there, and I have air. Oh, how am I going to show this? Can you see that? I have no idea if you're actually going to be able to see that. There's an anchor there anyway. Like, I doubt you're going to see that. I'll quickly explain. I think this is like totally off. Like, there we go. I think that's a bit better. Right, so I'll just explain quickly like the meaning of my leg tattoos. Like the two on my ankle, which I'm not sure if you could even see on film, but they're tiny and like I figured they're there anyway. They have no meaning. The Daughter Moria, no meaning. I just wanted it because Lord of the Rings, that's the meaning is I like Lord of the Rings and I wanted it. So yeah, obviously my thigh one, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but obviously if you know the song, Famous Last Words by My Chemical Romance, the full line is I'm not afraid to keep on living. I think it's kind of self-explanatory what that means. Most of you guys know I've had issues with depression and mental health and blah 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 for quite a long time, so you know, I've had a lot of very rough times in my life, so that's just kind of a reminder, just like, you've gone through all that, keep going. Not like a dedication to the band or anything, like, even when I got it, it's not like I was a huge, like, obviously, when I was younger, I was a huge My Chemical Romance fan, and if a My Chemical Romance song comes on, I can sing all the fucking words to it, like, I know all the words, but obviously they've not been a band I have, like, listened to, like, regularly for a long time, and when I got it, it's not like, oh, I'm a huge My Chemical Romance fan, like, I didn't even really listen to them at the time either. That song just has a very special meaning to me, so it's a dedication to the song, not the band. It's not like, My Chemical Romance for life, yeah, whatever. No, it's the song, so, yeah. That's the meaning of all my tattoos, and yeah, I've shown you them all now, and I hope you could actually see them right on this piece of shit of a camera. Yeah, obviously when I get some more, finally, which will hopefully be soon, because I'm so sad that I haven't got any more, like, in such a long time. Like, I feel like my skin is so bad because I've got so used to having tattoos, like, I feel like that's just my skin now and I don't actually have them, if that makes sense. I have, like, several ideas. Like, obviously, I want to get this arm finished and I want that arm done, but this arm's probably gonna be quite a while in the making because it's gonna cost a hell of a lot of money. So I think one I know I definitely want is I want, like, below my shin tattoo, like on both sides. Obviously I only have one shin tattoo on one side, but you know what I meant. I want Wasted Years, which is like in Fancy Script, which is an Iron Maiden song. That's one I know I'm probably going to get if I actually have some money. And I want the And Justice for All album cover somewhere, I think on the side of my other leg, possibly. And yeah, that's kind of about as far as I've gone with definite ideas. So far on the ones that I want on my arm, of course, and I want something across here, like, not like a whole chest piece. I want some magnolia flowers, like, coming down my collarbone, like, ooh, fancy. They're the only ones, like, I know for definite that I will get, and, like, obviously, like my sleeve, that I want to get, that I already told you about. Yeah, this video is going to be so long, so I'm going to go. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my tattoos and having a bit more description of them, because you guys have asked me for so long to do a tattoos video. And little Eddie Betty's going to come say goodbye. Oh, shall we? Did I wake you up? We're going to go. Mwah! You're such a good little boy, aren't you? Bye-bye. 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 Bye.